What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video guys, I have several very interesting and important news. First of all, I will show you an update in regards to the previously filed class action lawsuit. And for now, we have a notice of appearance of interest party. And definitely it might be very interesting and important, especially if you keep in mind that this notice of appearance made by Mark Basil's law firm. On top of that, I will show you that we have a request for Bluesheets from major broker-dealers that was filed by Devin News, and it is a very interesting procedure that is also worth your attention. On top of that, I will show you the most detailed step-by-step guide in order to transfer your shares to ST if someone haven't done this and if you want to do it, basically. And at the end of this video, I will share my personal story. That is why, guys, please watch this video till the very end, because it is very important for me personally. And before we dive deep into news itself, please hit the like button and that's it. It is very important to see your support by this simple action. So, let's start with this news. Mark Basil wrote this tweet just several hours ago, and he wrote, "Today our office filed a notice of appearance of interested party for our client Intercoastal Waterways LLC in the class action against Nexbridge Hydrocarbons. The purpose of my client's appearance is to be afforded access in real time to all filed documents in that case, as well as the ability to intercede where appropriate. This appearance should not be construed as supporting or opposing the class action in any way, but as a retail investor in MMTLP and subsequently a Nexbridge hydrocarbon holder, my client wants to be able to participate and have its voice heard, if and when appropriate." So, quite interesting update, and definitely I didn't expect this step, but let me show you some explanations. First of all, he added this tweet 12 hours ago, and unfortunately, probably he missed with the response, because I don't see the tweet that was written in between these two tweets. But let's read it. And Mark wrote, "And the point of your post is what? Trying to diminish what my client is doing? Care to comment on the trade station lawsuit in Florida too? Not sure anyone is a hero here. Just wanting to get to the truth, something the MMTLP community has been trying to do for the last 18 months. And guys, we know that Mark Basil was targeted by some of community members who are not satisfied of what he is doing for MMTLP community. And potentially this is the tweet that is the answer to these people. On top of that, guys, let me show you the question that was made by Paul T in regards to this update. A class action against Nexbridge, I thought it would be against trade station. Am I missing something? And Mark Basil responded, Paul, a shareholder already filed a class action against Nexbridge Hydrocarbon in New York earlier this year, and I covered this class action lawsuit. This was supposed to be stopped by an attorney that a community person hired to stop it. No appearances have been made by that attorney, so maybe they wasted $1,500 on his engagement. Either way, MMTLP holders, through my client, now have a voice in the matter. No one else stepped up to get involved again." So, I think Mark is very consistent in his steps towards the help of MMTLP community, and I think it is very important to have this type of person in our community. And Paul T responded, "Thanks for clarifying. I certainly trust your expertise and your fiduciary responsibility to your client in this matter." And guys, this is very important statement, because if Mark was hired by someone in order to help in our case, definitely Mark has a fiduciary duty And that is why he has to do his best in order to help the MMTLP community, regardless of what you are thinking about his actions. That is why I think it is very, let's say, useful. I am not sure that I use the right word, but he is a very useful person in our community. So let me show you an update from Junk Savvy. She wrote this tweet in response to Mark Basil's update. She wrote, Basil law firm files notice of appearance of interested party in Target versus NextBridge Hydrocarbons class action lawsuit. What is a notice of appearance? Join Basil and I tomorrow morning to discuss. Space opens 9 AM Eastern Time. And guys, if you want to know more, feel free to join this space call, and you will be able to know this from the first person, from Mark Basil himself, and he will explain his thoughts and his projections, what will be the next step and how this notice of appearance might help us to see the resolution. On top of that, guys, we know that just recently Junk Savvy announced another space call with Wes Christian. And unfortunately, it was postponed because of a very busy schedule of Wes Christian. But for now, let me show you this tweet that Palms to Pines Miss Coca wrote this. Hey Savvy, any word back from Wes Christian's office about a space call possibly? And Junk Savvy wrote, yes, Busy and I spoke to Wes last Friday, hoping to reschedule space next week. Stay tuned. And guys, it might be another very interesting space call where Wes Christian will explain his investigation. And we know that from the June of last year, he investigated our case and he potentially found out some sensitive information that might be helpful in order to see the resolution. On top of that, guys, let me show you this tweet. First of all, I have to get back to Junk Savvy's Twitter account, and she wrote this. So, 9 hours ago, she published this tweet. Devin Nunes, CEO, Trump Media and Technology Group, files a follow-up letter to NASDAQ regarding manipulative trading activity in DJT. In furtherance of these requests, I ask NASDAQ to fulsomely cooperate with any and all congressional or other investigations into these firms, including by promptly providing responsive data within NASDAQ's possession. And she also added this. What does David know? Hearing subpoenas on the way for we the people. DJT stock is held by more than 620,000 shareholders, the vast majority of whom are everyday retail investors. A thorough inquiry into the anomalies of DJT stock trading would help protect these shareholders. And guys, let me show you this tweet that was published by Kristen Shaughnessy in regards to this update. She quoted just several paragraphs. FTDs exceeded 1 million shares on 7 of the 10 trading days covered by the data, and on 3 of those days, May the 2nd, May the 3rd, May the 6th, they exceeded 2 million shares. DJT CEO David Nunes demanding Bluesheets of 13 financial firms, including Citadel, Virtu Americas, and Jane Street Capital in letter to NASDAQ. CEO Adena Friedman. I write today to inform you that these acute anomalies appear to be growing even more severe. New data from the Securities and Exchange Commission for May 1st to May 15th reveal that FTDs for DJT remain shockingly high. FTDs exceeded 1 million shares on 7 of the 10 trading days covered by the data. In light of this information, it is unsurprising that as of today, DJT still appears on the NASDAQ Reg SHO threshold list. In order to determine if sophisticated investors, either individuals or financial institutions, are engaging in illegal naked short selling of DJT stock, I have requested that Congress encourage the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority to issue electronic Bluesheets requests pertaining to April 29th, April 30th, May the 1st, May the 2nd, May the 3rd, May the 6th, May the 30th, May 31st, and June the 3rd of this year. Recipients of these requests should include the following financial firms: Citadel Securities, Virtu Americas, G1 Execution Services, Jane Street Capital, Apex Clearing, Clear Street, Cobra Trading, Cohen and Company, Curvature Securities, StoneX Securities, Trade Pro, UBS, Velocity Clearing. And guys, I think it is another very important step towards the DJT case. And if you don't know how these two cases are tied up together, let me show you this letter that was written by David Nunes on April 23rd of this year. And right here you can see that our letter of 74 members of Congress were attached to this letter as well. And here you can see, here basically you can read this letter in details with all the signatures. That is why if David Nunes will settle his problem, will solve his issue, it will definitely be a huge breakthrough in our case as well. And that is why we have to keep an eye on this case, and we have to follow each and every step that he is trying to perform. So let me show you another quite interesting update from Junk Savvy. Junk Savvy responded to a tweet that was published by Marcus, and she wrote, "FINRA is not accountable to the industry in the way a self-regulator would be, nor is it accountable to the public, Congress, the President, or the courts. Hester Pierce. Who exactly are they accountable to?" And this is a very interesting and important question. Guys, if you don't know, but Hester Pierce made this statement, I guess, back in 2015, and then she became, let me show you right here. For now, she is a lawyer who serves as a commissioner on the Securities and Exchange Commission. And he became this lawyer, I guess, in 2018. And why she said this statement, I don't know, but definitely it worth our attention as well. Because in each and every type of statements, this type of statements, we might find some information that might be useful in our current and upcoming litigations. And guys, let me show you another quite interesting tweet that was written by Chris Rose for West Virginia. And I think he's the only person who is running. Let me show you that he's, if you don't know who Christopher Rose is, he's running in the general election for West Virginia State Senate District 2 on November the 5th of this year. And he is the only person who is still trying to help us and who is still trying to spread our case to as many people as he can. And he wrote this: "Call your representative in Congress and ask them, what have they done today to combat corruption in the markets? Will they stand up for retail investors, also known as their constituents, AMC and MMTLP?" So, guys, we will see if Chris Ross wins these elections, and if it happens, definitely we have to keep an eye on him, because he is trying to help us right now. So, and let me show you another quite interesting and I think the most detailed step-by-step guide if you want to transfer your shares to AST. It was written by Crucial Mix on MMTLP Resources, and in my opinion, it is the most detailed step-by-step guide, and Crucial Mix explained even his position and his thoughts behind the scenes, why he want to transfer these shares, and what should you do if you want to transfer these shares as well. And it is the most detailed update of this transferring that I've ever seen. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed.